coast to coast, it's your hosts, the Lombardi Leap and Mersey FB. This is Beyond the Frozen Tundra.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm your host, Blaine, here with my co-host, Matt, on another episode of Beyond the Frozen Tundra. And today, we're going over some schedule shenanigans. We're going to figure out if we're going to get to 10 wins or not. Hopefully we do. But the big thing today, and I think we can kind of get right into this right away, the NFC North. I mean, Packers were missing Micah Parsons, obviously, until what, like mid-October?
Well,
you thinking?
we were hoping week 5, and then it came out this past week that it's looking more to like a later October return. So I'm hoping for like week 7 that he's back.
Yeah, because like for the longevity of his career, it was he had to get his meniscus repaired to just some other, or I should say, cleaned up. Using Micah Parsons' own words there, which makes sense because you're paying Micah Parsons.
You want him to be as healthy as he possibly can be for the next like 8 to 10 years.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you're hoping to get him back around week 7 to get at Detroit. I don't know if that's like the field to bring him back to.
I mean,
I'd snap count him, but like,
yeah, maybe get his feet wet at Detroit, and then you're playing Thursday night football with Carolina at home. I mean, that might be a little bit better, but it's like, I mean, to have him for the next 10 weeks
would be more important than anything.
I think, yeah.
I will say my Josh Sweat trade appetite has changed slightly because
I hope it does happen. Just kind of given.
I think if it does happen, it'll happen post training camp, like right before the season, because I think they want to give like DDS, Colin Oliver, and Baron Sorrell ample opportunities to say, hey, like you can trust us in the preseason. And if those first 2 preseason games don't go well from an edge production standpoint, then it's going to be like, whoa,
they'll just,
I don't like what I'm seeing here. So
they'll just trade a third straight up
right
away. I mean, I could see that. I could see that. Like that makes. And like pass rush is important. And Josh Sweat does know the system. We talked about this on the previous episode a little bit. I mean, talking about the NFC North here, like how good do you think the NFC North is going to be? Because like I know, like last season we talked about how I felt like the Bears overperformed.
It's not seasons. Always one of the toughest divisions in football. Like,
yeah.
Before we get into like the Bears and have them be like Madden cursed and all of that. Minnesota.
You mean the Indiana Bears?
Yeah, the Indiana Bears. Minnesota, I believe, has gotten a little better. If you can get like suitable quarterback play out of Kyler Murray with that weaponry around him, that will be great. Like Hawkinson is kind of like whatever now at this point of his career. But they added Caleb Banks. They added Big Citrus. When you have those types of...
They did get beefier on the D-line.
Yeah, with that type of interior with Brian Flores being the psycho that he is, it's scary. Also, like, Dallas Turner is a freak.
True, Dallas Turner's played good. I think that secondary... I think one of the key things we're going to talk about is the secondary suspect.
Yeah, they have no Harrison Smith anymore.
No Harrison Smith.
Also, they moved Grenard as well, so...
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how well that defense is going to perform. I think Kevin O'Connell is going to be on thin ice here moving forward. Just given the fact that you have two quarterbacks. You have two quarterbacks now, can he kind of Sam Darnold, Kyler Murray,
or get like the best out of 9? Who knows?
Yeah, yeah. Who knows with that? I mean, of all the teams in the NFC North, I should say, out of the Lions, Bears, and Vikings, I think that the Vikings are probably the ones where they could outplay their prediction.
Yes, for sure.
If that makes sense. Like I could see them potentially finishing second in the division.
Yeah, I mean I think the Vikings are the biggest candidate to improve. The Bears are the biggest candidate to regress. The Lions, like, it's just trying to sustain the offense with Goff.
Yeah,
you can get.
I mean,
Goff
the thing is with the Lions,
turnovers. Like these stupid
you
things.
can,
but
they're all like, I think their offensive line is still kind of iffy. No, I mean, obviously they still have Penei Sewell, who's really good. But Their
They're
interior
flipping
is
him, aren't they?
okay.
Like they're making him
Or did they move?
the left tackle now
Yeah, they're making him the left
with a
tackle now.
rookie right tackle.
Blake
who
Miller at right tackle.
is, like what, 25, 23? He's an older guy for sure, right? 22.
He's 22. 22. Blake Miller out of Clemson. Like, I mean, you're shuffling the offensive line. That interior was not that good last year. I mean, I know they added Cade Mays, who is the former center for the Panthers, and he's okay. He's fine. I mean, 27, 6'6", 325. But I don't know. I think it is going to depend on how well the Packers can get interior pressure, but I think you can get interior pressure.
I think the preseason is going to be very enlightening for all.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the starters probably won't play, but it'll just get some depth, kind of understanding how these rookies and younger players are shaking out for the whole division. And then that first couple of weeks of seeing what the full team looks like.
And on top of that, too, I mean, the Detroit's defense is kind of a mess outside of Aiden Hutchinson.
True.
I mean, Aleem McNeil's okay.
Aleem McNeil's pretty good for a defensive tackle. Tyleik Williams is just like a space eater.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who.
Jack Campbell got paid.
Yeah, Jack Campbell's a solid linebacker. I mean, they have Malcolm Rodriguez.
Branch and then, Kirby Joseph. Like, they're pretty decent safeties. Corner group
but they're injured. They've been
interesting.
The corner group's injured. I mean, they have DJ Reed. I forgot about DJ Reed. But, I mean, he's smaller. I mean,
isn't he like 30?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's 29.
I think he's like on that 29, going to be 30 this year. I mean, he's only 5'9" as well. Like, that's my thing.
They don't have
these cornerbacks.
God, what was his name? They had playing in the nickel last year, who I like. Who was a really good nickel corner, who gave us the biggest issues. It was
It's crazy. They have Roger McCreary in the nickel, and he is taller than DJ.
They also have Christian Izien, who's a pretty good nickel player from Tampa. God, who did they have last year?
I honestly, I don't remember. Obviously, I don't follow Detroit that much.
No, I just remember because he was like really annoying, and he would like.
Didn't he play for the Raiders?
At one point,
I can't think, but. Christian Watson, like, straight up cooked him.
Yes. Oh, Kelvin Shepard was their defensive coordinator last year, by the way. So there's been no coaching change.
Yeah, there's only been a coaching change on the offense again. So they're going through a new system.
Jared
Goff, I think, peaked. Oh, yeah. He's okay. He's fine.
Yeah. Oh, he's playing for Washington. Yeah, I just thought he was like pretty. He's a pretty stout nickel player there. So.
And then, like, with the Bears, I think the Bears are going to play in a tougher schedule. I don't think that Caleb Williams is. Everybody's talking about how Caleb Williams has arrived. I don't think that's the case. I think Caleb Williams still struggles with reading defenses, specifically when it comes to safeties. You saw that in the playoffs. Packers choked on their own self, unfortunately, and
let's not remind everybody. I'm sure we haven't even worn it up, or like.
I know.
Worn out of our memory
yet. You get to see it on the Madden cover highlights. Anyways, so it's not like people aren't going to be reliving it.
I haven't I haven't played Madden in like forever.
Yeah, so like I think that with the Bears, again, I'm not just saying this to be a bitter hater. I'm saying this because this is like what I fundamentally believe. Caleb Williams' biggest issue is he has trouble reading safeties, and he's more of he has to look at guys who are open versus predicting where guys are going to be open or should be open. Which is, again, you can still get by being that kind of a quarterback. And Caleb Williams has like an incredible arm, and the ability to escape sacks. Like he's a Houdini, absolutely amazing in that part. But I mean, I look at the Bears on paper. They lost Drew Dahlman, their center. They did draft Logan Jones, who I think will be a really good center long term. They got rid of DJ Moore.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
He's gone. I mean, Luther Burden is a good wide receiver. Like I think he's a solid wide receiver.
Would you say?
I still think he relies.
Okay, wait, hold on. Two quick things. Would you say Rome Odunze has lived up to the 9th overall pick yet?
No.
And here's the second thing. Their quarterback room behind Caleb consists of Tyson Bagent, Case Keenum, and Miller Moss.
Dude, Tyson Bagnet's the guy. It's him.
Case Keenum is still in the NFL. I can't believe
Case Keenum is still in the NFL. That is crazy. That is kind of wild. I mean, the problem with the Bears team is, again, it's their defense. Like, their offense, I think, is going to be, I don't know how well their offense is going to be. That offensive line's getting put together. I mean, Joe Thuney's still Joe Thuney. They signed Garrett Bradbury.
Drafted Logan Jones.
I was not impressed with Ozzie Trapillo last year. I mean, they still have Braxton Jones.
Hurt?
I get that.
Like, isn't he not playing this year?
Yeah, that's right. He's not playing. He's probably yeah, or for a while. That's correct. I forgot about that. Like Colston Loveland, really good. Is a really good tight end, and I know they drafted Sam Roush for some reason to play behind Cole Kmet. Don't get it. I can't see their running back room getting any better. DeAndre Swift, Kyle Monangai. I really think they overperformed specifically last year.
You know what Monangai is as a running back now. Swift is a candidate for regression because he's 27.
27.
Yeah. So
yeah. And on top of that too, like you look at their defense. What? Well, like
you're not getting a lot of interior pressure. You're relying on Gallimore and hoping he works out.
Yeah, I mean Montez Sweat, Grady Jarrett, that did not.
He was like 34 now. Gervon Dexter Sr. is pretty good as a defensive tackle.
Solid,
but doesn't really hold up super well in run defense. Shamar Turner, you have not seen an ROI on yet from the 3rd round pick in 2024.
Yes. 2020. No, round 2. Shamar Turner was 2025.
Right.
And then obviously like Deo Obendingo is coming back from Achilles tear.
I thought it was ACL that he was out with the whole year. But it's Achilles?
I thought it was Achilles. And then obviously there's Austin Booker, who we all know and love.
Like, I know when you're looking at the second level, like Devin Bush and TJ Edwards aren't moving the needle for me as linebackers.
Not in particular.
Like they drafted Keyshawn Elliott. You've got the Sewell brothers, the 2 other Sewell brothers that are linebackers there. DeMarco Jackson. I mean, sure. But yeah. So
yeah, like I mean, and then their corners they have Kyler Gordon, Tyreek Stevenson, and Jalen Johnson. And then their safeties, they obviously signed Kobe Bryant from Seattle. And they drafted.
I like Kobe. Kobe Bryant a lot.
I did. Yeah, I liked Kobe. I think he's a solid.
Hey, they got your guy Malik Muhammad.
They do have Malik Muhammad, which made me mad. And Muhammad.
Anthony Johnson Jr.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They signed Anthony Johnson Jr.
What a throwback.
I don't know. I thought Dylan Thieneman was a little bit overrated. I was kind of shocked they took a safety in round 1, but hey,
Thieneman
Bears are gonna Bears.
A very good player.
I get it. To me, 25 is a little rich for a strong safety.
Again, injuries. They need Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon to stay healthy. So
Pass rush wins championships.
They don't like playing Stevenson for some reason.
No, they don't like playing Tyreek Stevenson. No. And again, like pass rush wins championships, and oh boy, Montez Sweat, I think is just going to regress.
He's
29.
Is Al Harris still on
he's going to be 30.
Staff?
Al Harris is the yes, I believe so. Yeah. Al Harris is the defensive backs coach.
All right.
Still, unfortunately, what are you going to do?
We've been talking about the NFC North for 15 minutes now. Shall we start with the schedule?
We should start with the schedule here. We should start with the schedule for the one team in the NFC North, the Green Bay Packers. So week 1 at Minnesota. That's at Minnesota. It's 3:25 Central Time for those. Sunday. First game, September 13th. I don't think Minnesota's going to have it all together right away.
No, so there won't be. I think the opening script will be very good, but as soon as you kind of like punch them in the face, they'll be like, whoa, how do we respond to this? Get them off their script, start like making their offense kind of gel and play naturally. That's going to be kind of the key to the game. I do think we win that one if we're getting our early predictions.
Yeah, I do think we win that one too. I think that the Packers are going to be the more gelled team, as well as, I mean, Jordan Love knows what Brian Flores is going to do. Jordan Love performs well against Brian Flores' defense, especially when he's getting blitzed.
Yeah.
I don't think the Vikings are necessarily going to know what Jonathan Gannon is going to do, and that's going to play into our favor.
I don't know what Gannon's going to do, and that scares me.
No kidding.
Personnel wise or like scheme wise. If it's the good news is of all the Fangio disciples to be in the NFL, Gannon seems to be the one who can run the Fangio system the best other than Fangio. So
I don't even think he technically runs a Fangio type system. He just does. He just does
what the hell he wants.
I know. Like I've seen him run 3 safeties before. So who knows what he's gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Minnesota, I think we're both in agreement they're a W. Then we go into Satan Stadium, week 2 at the New York Jets. I hate MetLife Stadium.
I still think we win.
I do too. 'Cause I think the New York Jets are tanking because that roster is just bad.
Yeah.
Like that's a bad roster.
I think
I know
I do think that MetLife is up there with like Jordan Hare in places that things go really weird really quickly. But like at least this one's not a night game. So
true. It's just, and they do have Omar Cooper Jr., that bucket getter.
Yeah, but I mean it's
I don't
Geno
know.
Smith throwing the ball
Geno Smith
behind that offensive line, which doesn't have it's got 2 really good bookends, but the interior is not like great. So
good old Josh Myers is there.
Yeah, Membu and Fashanu are great tackles. So that's going to be a game where you're looking at the interior to step up
again.
But like when you look at their defense, man, it's weird.
It's D'Angelo Pons.
Oh yeah.
Who again? I think he's going to be a baller, and if he plays the nickel, I think he'll play well there. But then you have like their right outside corner, Brandon Stevens,
Nashon Wright, Jamie Sherwood, Demario Davis, like Will McDonald, Tavondre Sweat, David Bailey. That would scare me a little bit. Oh, don't forget about Kingsley Enagbare and Joseph Osai there.
Oh yeah.
Wow, a lot of former Packers on this team. They got Jack Heflin too.
Oh shoot, Jack Heflin. Forgot about him. I do still think we win this game though.
It might get a little uncomfortable, but I think we pull it off.
I agree. I think they pull it off. I think maybe it's like one of those things where like the first quarter, you're like, what are you doing? And then it just kind of snowballs from there for the Packers, and it gets carried away real quick in like the third, middle of the fourth.
Moving on to Atlanta, Thursday night at home.
Man, it's so tough. Who's their quarterback?
Probably going to be
Tua. Okay, yeah, we win that game.
Yeah. I think Atlanta is like a dark horse for the NFC South. Do we play the whole NFC South this year?
We play Atlanta, Tampa, New Orleans, and Carolina.
Awesome. It'll most likely be Tua starting. You got Kyle Pitts there. You got Drake London, Bijan. Defensively, there's some question marks for them. Because outside of Jalen Walker, who's getting to the quarterback?
And also it's going to depend on how many games Pierce is suspended for.
If he plays.
I think he'll play. It's just a matter of when.
I mean, their secondary is
That's
really
kind of the
good.
big thing.
The Terrell brothers,
they have both,
Bates, Watts.
Terrell brothers.
Like Billy Bowman in the nickel.
This is not a bad
team by any stretch of the imagination. Dude, they have CJ Henderson. He's still in the league.
Like, CJ, oh my gosh. I mean, they have Jahan Dotson, Drake London. The wide receiver room's a little iffy.
If Jahan Dotson's their wide receiver too, that's not good.
Yeah,
and also,
I know they drafted Zachariah Branch, but still,
they had a retirement along the offensive line, did they not?
I see they have Jawan Tate. Oh, was it their tackle?
Wasn't it Caleb something who retired?
I know obviously they have Chris Lindstrom still, and they brought in Jawan Taylor. I mean, Jake Matthews is their right tackle. He's 34.
Okay, Caleb McGarry retired.
Okay.
That's who I was thinking of. And he was their left tackle.
Okay, yeah, that explains why they brought in
Taylor and traded for Morris.
Yeah, that offensive line's a little suspect.
But like they have players depth wise that I like Aziz Ojolari, Kendall Daniels, Braylon Trice, Mason Smith, Channing Tindall, a couple former dogs here. Samson Abukum's still in the league.
I think this is a good defense. I don't think this is going to be a good offense right away.
Yeah.
Or at all. Just because Tua's going to be behind a bad offensive line, I think. And then you don't know what
Matthews
you have.
Matthews, Bergeron, and Lindstrom are good.
They're still a little bit older. That's my thing. I think it's an aging offensive line, and it's just not. It's not going to do it for Tua, unfortunately. So I'll give us a W.
So we're starting off 3-0.
3-0. Week 4 at Tampa, dude. I'm just gonna say this right now. I think that's an L.
Yeah, I think it's a. I don't think we win that one. I think we either barely squeak out a win or we lose.
Yeah, I'm giving us an L. For some odd reason, whenever we go to Tampa, it's always a struggle bus. It's also October. it's still obviously I live in Florida, so I kind of know a little bit about the October heat. And man, there are just some times in October where you think you're in the middle of summer, and it is absolutely ridiculous. So I think Packers at Tampa. I do think that's our first loss. Where we go into we're 3-1.
I think we.
You want to say win, don't you?
Yeah. If I'd feel a lot more confident in it if Chicago. Okay, wait. What's their opening schedule? By week 5, if Chicago is 2-2, I think we win. If they aren't 2-2 by week 5, I think we lose that.
To Tampa or
to
the Bears? Okay, I didn't go to the Bears yet, but I'm on week.
No, I agree with you.
I was still talking about Tampa.
I moved ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we beat Chicago. It's at home. I think that there's going to be a lot of bad blood, if you will. I think it's going to get chippy. I think that you brought in a lot of coaches and stuff like that with some attitude, it seems like. I think I really like the way Bullard's talking. I think he's bringing in some key attitude to this defense that you need, that you haven't seen, and I like it. So I'm going to I think we beat the Bears. I think we beat
for the
Bears.
Sake of it, I'll agree with you too.
I think it might be a little bit of a statement win. I think there might be a little bit of revenge there.
Well, like here's what they open with. They open with Carolina, Minnesota, Philly, NYJ. I think they lose to Carolina and Philly.
I was gonna say I think they lose to Philly. I think they lose to Minnesota and Philly. I think Caleb Williams is going to struggle versus that defense. That Minnesota defense. Didn't they split with them last year?
Let's find out.
I'm pretty sure the Bears split with.
Yep, and
they split with them last year.
Yeah, they lost 27-24, and then they won 19-17.
Yeah, with 9 as their quarterback.
Yeah. So if they get functional QB play out of Kyler.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Chicago has no pass rush. I think they split with Minnesota. So I think they do come in at 2-2. I think the Packers come in at 3-1. It's at Lambeau Field. That environment, afternoon game. 325. I think Packers win that. So you're now what 4-1
through the first 5.
4-1. I'm just gonna say this, dude. We have Dallas's number.
We tied them the last time we played, dog.
That is true, but
I mean, hopefully, Keyshawn Nixon has less of an impact on this game than he did on that game, and just doesn't give up like a 45-yard Hail Mary play because he thought it was over.
I know, again, to Jalen Tolbert or whoever it is, but whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm still mad about that. Yeah, hopefully it's going to be CC season.
I think it'll be him and St. Just, and then like they platoon St. Just and Valentine, depending on down and distance. But yeah, okay, we win with Dallas.
I think we win at Dallas. Week 7, Detroit.
Wait, did Dallas like regress, or have they been the same?
I think they.
Will CD be healthy?
I mean, they have Rashawn Gary.
Yeah. They also have Quinnen.
Well, they have Quinnen and Kenny. Whatever. I honestly, they have a new defensive coordinator.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not overly worried. Who knows if George Pickens is?
Oh, that secondary is bad.
The secondary is still not.
Actually, no. I just read Caleb Downs' name. He makes up for a lot there.
For the safeties, it'll help a little bit. But again, I don't think the pass rush is there. They have good interior defensive line, obviously with Kenny and Quinnen Williams, but. Outside of that, I'm just I don't think Dallas has got any better. I
forgot how many Tylers are on their offensive line.
Their offensive line is solid. But again, I think them coming into Lambeau.
Oh, that's in Lambeau?
I feel like that
okay.
Yeah. Packers at Lambeau.
I can read the schedule. Wow. Can't believe I missed that one.
Then we go week 7. We go to Detroit. You and I we talked about this earlier. I think Detroit peaked already. I think that they are on their downward spiral. I think the Packers win at Detroit.
I think this is a loss.
Okay.
Because Dan Campbell will have his guys like very eager to bite some kneecaps and get revenge on being swept last year.
You're used to it.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
They are. But again, this one's dependent on whether or not Micah's back. Because if he is, I feel better about it.
If Mike is back, I think it's a wash. But I do think that I mean I like DDS. I like Brenton Cox Jr. I'm kind of half anticipating they still trade for Josh Sweat, but we'll see what happens there.
I mean, I said my appetite to it has changed now that with the Micah news, but
we'll have to talk about that in another episode, just kind of about the rooms and such. Week 8, though, it's a short week.
Okay.
So we're playing Thursday Night Football on Prime. Man, I hate the Carolina Panthers. It's just because of the way they talk.
I'm saying, just for the record, I'm saying the first Detroit game is a loss.
It's a loss. Yeah, I'm still saying it's a W.
And then I also think we lose to Carolina again.
You think we lose to Carolina again? Are they better? I don't know.
Are they better this year? Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Are they?
They got...
Is Bryce Young that good?
Well, another year of, like, figuring it out for Bryce Young, which...
Ted McMillan.
McMillan, Brazel, Coker. That's your top 3. I think their offensive line has some stabilization in it, or injury-proofing now. Nick Scarton, Jalen Phillips, Derek Brown, they can all get after it.
Equano's out.
Yeah, I know he's out, but that's why they have... That's why they have Rasheed Walker. Taylor Moton, I think, could kick over Monroe.
And Stone Forsythe.
Oh my God, Stone Forsythe.
Monroe Feeling. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that running back room is all that good. I mean, Jonathan Brooks is always injury prone. I know they did sign Trevor Etienne.
Yeah.
And they have A.J. Dillon. Mayor of Door County.
I think this one... could get real hairy. Like they also have Lee Hunter.
It's a little bit better.
Drafted Lee.
That's actually it is actually a better team than I thought.
Chasey
Horn,
they
did win the NFC South last year.
Mike Jackson, like they took the screws to the Rams for 4 quarters.
That is true.
Before the Rams won, well, I think it was an OT, right? Or was it? No.
They do.
That was like the very last play.
I believe.
But
and they do have. I mean, J.C. Horn's good. As well as Smith Wade, I like him at the nose.
Smith Wade at the nose.
Nose, nickel. Sorry, not nose.
He would get crushed if he was a nose tackle. 189
He would
pound
get
player.
crushed at the nose. Oh man, now that I talk about it, I don't like the Panthers, but it's at Lambeau Field. It's at Lambeau Field on a short week. Who do they? They have a little bit of extra time, I'm assuming.
No. Wait, this is what we could read.
Oh, they're coming. Oh no! Oh yeah, right.
No, they play Sunday against Denver. Or no, sorry, Sunday against Tampa.
No, that's Tampa. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. So they're playing a division. They're coming off a division game. Mm-hmm. That's like us, right?
Yeah.
Too? Yeah. Here's my opinion. Okay.
Let me hear it.
I do think we win. I think playing at Tampa is harder than. Oh no, they play Tampa at home.
It's still
never
Tampa.
Mind. It's still Tampa. I think playing Tampa is harder than us playing Detroit.
Yeah.
So they have to they have to come to Green Bay. I think they could be on a 2-game losing streak. They could lose at Philly. They could lose at Tampa or Tampa at home. And I think on a short week, they're going to try and stop the slide. But I just don't think it's going to happen. I think the Packers are going to be on a momentum of a 3-game win streak here. You beat the Bears, you beat Dallas, you beat Detroit. I think that they're going to cruise in. I think it'll be a tight game, but I think the Packers win on a Trace Mack field goal.
If he makes it.
When he makes it.
I
believe in our kicker promise. I believe in her.
Then we go to New England.
So
I think we win this one.
Really? I'm kind of leaning towards an L.
I think regular season, that if we played New England last year, we would have been the toughest game they would have had all year.
That's fair. And and honestly, I changed my mind because Micah Parsons should be back.
Yeah.
And Micah Parsons is going to ruin Drake May's life.
Yeah. Like you saw what they got in the Super Bowl. They couldn't do anything behind that offensive line. They brought in
the wide receiver room is obviously better.
Romeo, AJ Brown, Keyshawn. Yes. I think running back is still a bit of a question mark for them.
I like Trayvon Henderson. I think it's the offensive line. You're like, is this going to work?
Yeah. Will Campbell, if he's healthy. AVT, if he's, again, can stay healthy till week 9. I like Jared Wilson. Mike Onwenu's getting older.
Yeah,
Morgan Moses is 34.
And Will Campbell got absolutely eaten alive in the Super Bowl, too.
Christian Barmore, there is good defensive pieces, but at what point do you say, yeah, you're just not going to get any pressure? And they just won't throw at Gonzo, and then it's fine.
True. Yeah, Gonzo's a freak of nature.
Yo, dude, they have a corner whose name is Channing Canada. I need to get this guy's jersey.
I did not know that. So right now, I only have one loss at Tampa, and that means the Packers are on
3 losses.
Man, I'm sounding like a homer. And now the Packers play Minnesota at home.
I think we win this one again.
I think we win that one too. So I'm at 1-2. Oh, man, I do think we win. Yeah.
So right now I am 7-3 at week 10, heading into the bye.
I'm 9-1.
What a homer!
I'm 9-1.
What a homer, this guy.
I know I'm not trying to be a homer. And like, here's my thing though. Like, I don't have us losing until week 14. Well, no, I take that back. We might lose to the Rams. We might lose to the Rams. I forgot they have Myles Garrett now. So week 11 bye, week 12. Like, you play at LA, and that's effectively a home game. I know that's on the day Thanksgiving Eve, I think that is technically.
Yes.
Thanksgiving Eve game.
It's 8 p.m. on what? On Netflix? What are we doing, NFL? Yep. This doesn't feel right.
Thanksgiving Eve.
Oh my God.
Thanksgiving Eve game. I know, right?
I need to check my schedule now to see if I have like classes that next day. That's gonna suck.
It's stupid. It is a stupid schedule. Yes, I will agree. But here's my thing. One, I know they traded for Myles Garrett. I get that, which is scary. But who'd they give up again?
Jared Verse.
Jared Verse. Oh man, I like Jared Verse. I thought Jared Verse was a really good football player. And I know it's Myles Garrett, but still, I mean, if this is Rams team is definitely like, hey, we need to win now. 100%. I get that. Oh man.
Well, they gave up Verse and a couple picks. Man, I'm terrified of Miles.
Turner. Yeah, Kobe Turner, Puna Ford. I like Braden Fisk. I mean, there's Byron Young.
Josiah Stewart, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a solid defensive line. I don't know how well their cornerback room is going to be.
Trent? You don't like Trent?
I mean, Jalen Watson, Trent McDuffie, I think is just going to regress.
Cam Kinchins, Cam Curl, Quentin
I like their safeties. I like Cam Curl.
Quentin Lake's a good nickel, too. Man.
Yeah, their secondary was a little suspect. I don't know.
Their offensive line is kind of crazy.
I mean, they're not like crazy. Devontae.
Like crazy isn't a bad way.
We lose this game
because Alaric Jackson got like arrested a while ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He did get arrested. Like
Warren McClendon's their starting right tackle. Yeah. Go Dogs.
Yeah.
Yes, but Sean McVay never had Myles Garrett.
Like, he does. And
Myles Garrett did a lot of heavy lifting that Cleveland game, remember?
But playing in, Myles Garrett did do a lot of heavy lifting.
Oh, you think he'll fare better? You think he won't fare any better?
But that was against Rasheed Walker. So do I? Yes, I do. Because Zach Tom is going to be healthy, which
no, I don't think he did.
Will help.
No, he didn't because he got injured
Zach Tom
week 1
played that game either.
Against the Lions, remember?
Yeah, it didn't. Yep, correct. So you're going to have a healthy Zach Tom. You'll have
the hypotheticals are strong this episode
with each other. Finally, very strong. I don't know. I'm still gonna say it's an L. I as much as I keep trying to convince myself that it's gonna be a W.
Kill Matthew Stafford this
week,
which
tells me I think they're gonna lose at. That's the thing, though. Is like where I'm like Micah Parsons is still Micah freaking Parsons. So I want to say it's a W, but I keep trying to convince myself that it's gonna be a W, so I can stop.
Man.
So I'm gonna
get this offensive line. This is so hard. This is a coin flip. I'm gonna go win. I'm gonna say it's an L, especially coming off of a bye. I'm gonna say it's an L. I'm just gonna say it's an L, and then we have to. I know that's. I know. But I'm 9-1. I'm okay with being 9-2. That's not good.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going with the win.
I didn't know that. So yeah,
I'm being contrarian.
Right. I'm going with the L there, off the bye week, and then we go. Let me go to the Saints. I don't think the Saints are all that good still. I think they're improving. I think they have potential.
Dude, I think they could have like the first overall pick next year.
I think Tyler Show, whatever his name is going to get absolutely murdered. The Saints? Really? All right.
Well, now that I'm looking at it, like that is a better offense, but their defense is just going to be so bad.
Buffalo.
This is only so much like Christian Miller and Chase Young can do. Yeah. When your corners are Kool-Aid, Quincy Riley, TJ Hall.
I forgot he's there. So
yeah, Kool-Aid, Martin Emerson.
Well, Quincy Riley. I like Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
So, Martin Emerson's coming back from Achilles, I believe, too, or ACL. Week 14. Sunday Night Football, I believe. Buffalo Bills at Lambeau Field.
They would have figured it out with Brady by this point. Kind of. We can't use new coach as an excuse anymore.
I mean, I know. True, week 14. That's fair. I mean, who's there? I don't think they're that. Oh, they have DJ Moore. That's right. They have DJ Moore, Clear Shakir, Joshua Palmer.
Not Coleman. That's not his name. Keon.
It's not good.
Is it Keon Coleman? It is Keon Coleman. I was right. Hey.
Keon Coleman's
Nicole Hardman Jr.
Yeah, he's not that. Keon Coleman's not that good. I mean, they have TJ Sanders as their left defensive end. What on earth? Ed Oliver, Greg Rousseau, Dorian Williams. Oh, Bradley Chubb. Oh my goodness. Cole Bishop. Stone.
Jalen Kilgore, I think, will start as their nickel by that
CJ Gardner Johnson as their
nickel. They have Igbo.
Yeah. And they have my boy Toriano Pride Jr. They have Igbo too. Yeah, they do have Igbo. Oh boy. I just don't think I think Buffalo peaked last year. I think they overperformed.
There is almost too many mouths to feed.
I think they have a lot of young players here, and there's a lot of moving parts still. Well, I mean, offensively, I'm like, whatever. Kind of a thing. I DJ Moore, I think, is going to regress. Khalil Shakir is the guy who they paid. Ken Coleman just isn't good at all whatsoever.
Dude,
James Cook's a solid running back.
The travesty of this offense is that they have Sed Van Pran and Granger. That's their third string center.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Connor McGovern, Lloyd Cushenberry. It's okay. Their offensive line's okay. I don't think that the Bills are going to do as well as people think they are. And so I mean, it's at Lambeau Field. I think the Packers win that week 14. Then
I'm playing the numbers game.
Oh yeah, where are you at? You think they beat the Bills or do you think they lose?
I
think the Packers have a better team, just overall. I love our linebackers. Obviously Micah Parsons, I think, is just steamrolling people at this point and is a candidate for defensive player of the
Micah
year.
will not have played enough games to get into the category.
I know.
I think. Have they played us recently, Buffalo? No, was it that Rodgers game?
Man, I can't remember.
That they lost?
I don't know when was the last time.
That we lost in 2022? Yeah.
It might have been. Yeah, October 30th, 2022. Bills won 27-17.
That team is significantly different than their current team.
That team is,
I think this is a win.
I think this team relies heavily on Josh Allen.
And Rousseau are enough to do it by themselves.
Yeah, see, I don't.
Maybe.
I just don't think it's enough.
Like, we can slow down Allen for sure. It's they just won't be able to slow down our offense.
Yes, 100%. And that's what I don't think. I think our offense is going to absolutely cook people with Matthew Golden playing properly, Christian Watson, a healthy Jaden Reed, which I don't think people really understand just how important Jaden Reed is to the offense too as well.
He is expecting to play week 1 without a snap count, by the way.
The way he does. Yes. So I think week 14, I legitimately think that this is going to be different than last year. I know we probably say this every year, blah, blah, blah. I think starting week 15, or week 14, you're going to start to see the Packers kind of start to get on, build this momentum and start to run. And I think it's going to start at week 14.
They're fielding a UFL team. Malik Willis. I don't think that's going to go well for you.
Yeah. They're wide receivers. Yeah, I think that's a W for for Packers in Miami. And it's at home in the middle of December. Okay, good luck. We know how well Miami plays in the middle of December at Lambeau Field. Not very well. And then we play Chicago at Chicago on Christmas. I don't give a rip, man. Again, I've said this. I think Chicago overperformed last year. I think we sweep the Bears this year. I think we're back to our winning ways.
I think we lose this one in kind of the fashion that we have lost like the past couple to the Bears. But
I think it's over for the Bears. I think they peaked, and I think Ben Johnson's going to regret being a jerk.
Yeah.
And then they're going to turn on him real quick because they're playing in
Houston,
Indiana.
But that one's scary.
For the rest of their life. And then we play that is a scary game. That is a scary game. But Will Johnson.
Will Johnson's the corner in Arizona.
Zach Tom is the hardest right tackle he's ever played against. Will Anderson, not Will Johnson. Yeah, I don't know why I meant Will Anderson.
They have
Will Anderson.
Hunter's their other one. He's getting older though, but he's still pretty good.
That's at home too.
It's
and
going
CJ
to
Stroud,
be slowing
honestly,
down.
has not been playing that well.
It's just going to be surviving their defense while keeping their offense to like nothing. I think this is a game that we win in like 17 to like 10 fashion. Yeah. In Lambeau too,
and it's
right?
a Monday Night Football game too, which is nice.
Yeah, so
you get one extra
Houston
day.
Team, yeah. And then you get like a
at
mini
Lambeau
bye.
Well, so I'm sorry, you play Friday.
And then Houston,
so you play
the
Friday
team
the 25th.
who can play well, who can notoriously play well in cold weather.
True. Yeah, so I have the Texans, and then then the last game is Detroit at home, and that's TBD.
I've got.
So if I'm going off of my schedule, the Packers have 2
already
losses.
over yours. 4, possibly 5 if you want to give the Rams a loss, and I think we would beat Detroit.
So I think we're 14-2. You're going into this week, and it's like, okay, does this game really matter? I don't know. In
my scenario,
I know.
Like
I'm
12
saying
and 4.
Yes, I think it
or
does
not 12
matter.
And 4.
I think
like
it
13 and 4, possibly 12 and 5.
I'm 14
because
and 2.
of the Rams game.
You're 13 and 4 one.
But after that game,
yeah, I'm 14.
I think they end
right now
13 and 4.
Here's my thing, though. Okay, I think you could beat the Lions with Tyrod
Week 18 Lions with Tyrod Taylor. I don't think you could beat the Week.
I do.
Like 7 Lions with Tyrod Taylor.
That's my point. So I think if Tyrod Taylor has to start versus the Lions in the final week, I think the Lions season again. I think the Lions are just going to regress. There's nobody outside Aiden Hutchinson. I trust Tyrod Taylor to win football games. So in this scenario, I think the Packers end the season.
I said 13 and 4. Sound like too much like a homer.
I'm trying not to be a homer.
There are a couple close games. Like you could probably flip the New England game either way. LA either way.
New England.
Buffalo I could see being a loss too. Like this could end up as another like classic like 10-7. But I said they'd lose to the Panthers. Let the record show.
The Panthers too could be a coin flip. I'll give you that. Yeah, you did say they could lose to the Panthers, but I
think he's got to figure out.
I think there's a lot riding on Matt LaFleur this year. I think he needs to understand. I think that there is going to be what they said a couple years ago. Scared money don't make money. I think that's going to come back
gas,
this
no
year.
Brakes.
And I just think that Matt LaFleur needs to not give a rip and just all gas, no brake. Just run it up. Just do it. I don't care. Like here's my thing. If Matt LaFleur wants to silence the haters, just
he never really did it in like the Rodgers era either.
I don't care about sportsmanship. I don't. I legitimately don't. No, he did it, but he did it. There's a little bit here and there, and I think he needs to throw that out the window because there are teams that don't care about him. Like, I don't think that obviously Ben Johnson does not like Matt LaFleur at all whatsoever. He likes beating Matt LaFleur. And who's that?
Wait,
the Lions?
did you say Ben?
For some odd reason.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Ben Campbell combining the two. Ben Johnson coaches the Bears.
Coach.
Dan Campbell coaches the Lions.
Oh no, Ben Johnson. I don't think gives a rip about Matt LaFleur. He enjoys beating Matt LaFleur. And then Dan Campbell again. He talks about biting kneecaps. That's all you need to know about the kind of player that Dan Campbell is. Or the kind of coach that Dan Campbell is. I think that with the guys they brought in, with the way some of these guys are talking on defense this year, like I said, Javon Bullard, I think the way Micah Parsons is talking, I think you're kind of seeing a little bit in guys like Matthew Golden, or even the way like Jaden Reed has kind of talked here. I think they're kind of done with the excuse that this is a young team, and I think they're done with the excuse of passivity. I think they're all in kind of an agreement with that, and I think moving forward here, you're going to see
this is their year. They've pushed all the chips.
A team with
a
chip on their shoulder.
The window, the Super Bowl window is open.
Think, is now. It's now, and they need to start. They need to play it like it, and I think that this is a year where, in order for Matt LaFleur to be the coach in 2027, he needs to at least get to the NFC Championship. Because if you go into the playoffs and you're one and done again, I think he's gone. I think if the defense completely flops and fails, and Jonathan Gannon is not good, I think Matt LaFleur is gone. So in order for Matt LaFleur to get where he needs to go, which is the NFC Championship, Matt LaFleur needs to start punching people in the mouth. And I think that he understands the message. I think that's what's going to happen here moving forward.
13-4.
So what was your record? Yours was what? 13-4. I'm 15-2. That's a good year. It's a really good year. But
I would agree.
It needs to end in a great year. I think you and I can both agree on that, right? Well, that is all we have for this episode. I think next episode, what we're going to go over is we're going to take a look at some of the rooms here and talk about what we like about it and what we dislike. Like the wide receiver room has obviously had some change. The defensive end room has some question marks to it as well. But that is all, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.
To Packers fans coast to coast, thanks for going beyond the frozen tundra. We appreciate you tuning in. And as always, go Pack Go!